What's up, everybody? BlueGabe, welcome to Alabama. I'm sure by now you guys are like, how in the heck does this guy get all over the place like he does? It's because we never stop traveling. Look at all the rods.
We got a lot of rods.
We got a lot of rods. We got Mr. Glenn. Can you put on your YouTube face and smile for us?
Hello.
You guys, he's the man of few words. But right now, we're not just starting. We've been fishing, and he just caught us. What'd you say it was?
What'd you say it was?
His PB is catfish.
Personal best.
It's personal best. We got Mr. Wayne Reed, Mr. Kevin in the back, and they run Patriot Catfishing.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna let them explain what that is in just a minute. Let's put these lines out and show them how we do it and get back to fishing before we start doing a bunch of talking. You ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Enjoyed it.
All right. Babe, can we get Glenn a Mountain Dew?
He needs some energy.
Yeah.
You want a Red Bull?
I'm just along for the
Hey, we
ride.
have that iced coffee. That'll get anybody going.
Yeah. All right, let's show. So Mr. Kevin spent yesterday catching bait. Look what we got here, guys. We're fishing for big fish. Look at that. Big old shad, and that's not even a big one. You caught these yesterday, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Skipjack.
Skipjack.
Skipjack. Yes, sir.
Huh.
It's a herring, actually.
Cutting about 3-inch chunks.
Yep. So he's got a little gap there. Just gonna put it in and run it right out his nose there, and just make sure there's no scales. So when he comes up, he'll engulf it.
He'll be hooked.
And he'll be hooked, and the fight's on.
Now these guys do tournament fish, so there's some details I can't show you, but we're gonna show you as much as we can. He's gonna drop that back about 100 foot, put a planer board on it, and we're gonna just bump troll around.
Real?
Real. Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling. All right, go ahead and get him that spot. Just a little.
Gosh, look at the color on that. It's so pretty.
That's like a big catfish, just smaller.
Well, hey, it's a start.
It's a good way to start.
Got it.
We didn't get skunked. That's a good eating size. We can keep one for eating, can't we?
Yes, sir. You keep whatever y'all want.
That's all we need right there. We just got the eating fish out of the way first.
Yeah.
So he's so big he's got the board on, or what are they said?
You got the reel. He's gonna gather them other ones up, Wayne.
You want me to reel them up?
Yes, yeah, the far one there. He's coming fast enough. Now he's good now. He's good now.
Make us proud, Glenn. Make us proud.
We got us a leak.
Uh-oh.
Somebody let the live well run over a minute ago.
Well, you'll have that on these bigger jobs. How's he feel?
It feels heavy. I'm trying to get this one out of our way right now.
It'll be all right. We get him in the boat, we'll fix all that up. That's gonna be a good fish right
Yeah,
there.
he's heavy.
That is gonna be a good fish.
How big will he be?
A good fish. I can tell you that right now.
I think the battery's dead on this reel.
Here he
fish.
comes.
Good fish.
Look at the bubbles. Goodness. Look at the mouth on that thing.
Man.
Get him, Glenn. Get him.
In the net. Oh, we got a giant. Dang, look at the head on that fish. Glenn, you done outdid yourself.
Yes, sir.
Look at the eyeball on this thing.
Man, whoever put that pole out knew exactly what he was doing.
Look at that.
That's
Look at my hand in there.
That's the biggest catfish I've ever seen.
I'm telling you.
Beauty.
Holy.
Look at the giant.
Glenn.
Bag of corn.
A bag of corn.
No, hey,
I should have stayed in that seat.
I told you to stay in that seat.
It's just like blood for the first
you
deer.
want to Wayne?
We will. Let's put him in the thing.
Big.
Yeah,
Ready?
Yeah, I got it.
the big boys are biting. This is just the beginning.
It's this one.
Wayne. You got a double. Reel him down, son. Reel him down.
Jake's on the board with number 2 for him.
Oh yeah.
Real fast, son, real fast. There's a lot of line out. Once we release that planer, there's still a bunch of line. We're gonna catch him with no net.
This fish isn't
No
a
net.
bad one at all. Oh.
He's swirling.
Just bring him right here and point your rod tip up and we'll pull him right in.
Here, I want you to grab it and then I want you
Here, I'll grab the rod. There you
yeah,
go.
and then I'll grab it.
There you go. Look how big that barge. That's got to be over 1,000 foot long. He's hauling dirt. I think that's what he's hauling. I know right up here in the front's all dirt, but right here it's covered. That's what Crystal's mom is, a chef on a big tugboat like that. She gets on it for a month, cooks for an entire month, and then she's off for a month. And it's funny because when she got that job, she doesn't like water and doesn't like boats.
Water. She can't swim. She doesn't like boats. I sent her a video of it. I was like, Mom, I thought this might be you, but this is the Tennessee River and she's on the Mississippi River. She's on the barge right now, actually.
So her mom came down right before she took the job, and when we were talking about it, I'm like, you know they're gonna have to put you in a life suit and throw you in the water. She's like, I'll just quit right then.
She loves it though.
But that's a
She
perfect
loves it.
example. Even if you're scared of something, try it. Her mom does not like water or boats. She loves to fish off the bank. She loves to do camping trips, you know, and catch catfish on limb lines. But she took a chance and did something she never dreamt she would do and loves it now. She's off for a month. Crystal's actually getting ready to go up and see her. She gets off in 2 days. We're headed to Missouri. She's headed to see her family. I'd be going with her, but it's opening rifle in Missouri, and I need to go see my parents. I haven't seen them in almost a month. We're out here catfishing. Got one giant, got 3 decent ones. We're living life.
The size of this net. Look
That
how
net is huge.
that fish slime in it right now.
I could catch you in that net.
You could catch me in that. I guarantee it.
You know the best
Look
side
at all
of
that
this net?
slime.
Huh?
When it's got slime on it like
Yup.
this.
Look at this slime. Here,
I was joking.
The funny part, if I'd have just popped it, it just flew everywhere.
Oh, gross.
all right, we are now officially 100% fishing. We got Blue Jake and Blue Beachy ready to go.
I had to shed some layers here. You can now see the NLBN.
Oh God, here he goes with his sponsors again. He's gonna be shouting out the NLBN. What's NLBN stand for?
No live bait needed.
You guys, that's Jake's first sponsor. Actually, so is Great Lakes Firearms and Ammunition. They're his 2 sponsors. No live bait needed, Great Lakes Firearms and Ammunition.
Do you want to hear about my sponsor?
Yeah,
Hostess Donuts.
yeah, and
I need a
Carhartt.
Mountain Dew sponsor. I drink so much Mountain Dew. Like, it's not even healthy. The amount I drink.
Don't. Get back.
I done got kicked off the back. My bad, babe. I just had to do it once.
Up, and I thought it would be high enough in the water, so I needed it once.
Y'all nasty.
That didn't go.
Gabe, you're supposed to react.
I'm trying to think about how to fix this
I
leak.
got you. Right
We
here.
can play tricks on him, or he can play tricks on us, but we can't play tricks on him, can we?
He can throw
Sitting here
fire.
trying to figure out how to eliminate
He
all
can
the
shoot
water.
us with fireworks. He can throw
Roman candles.
firecrackers at us.
He just takes the trick a little better, I think.
Babe,
Mind your business.
we're fishing.
You can have snacks when you're fishing. How many snacks do you eat when you're hunting?
That's different.
That ain't different.
You're just sitting there. What if we get hit right now?
This feels like crappie fishing on a very large scale, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Listen, these little powdered donuts are good.
Gabe. Fun fact. Gabe doesn't really eat that much. Jake and I eat. We eat.
Hold
we
on a
went to
second.
this country kitchen buffet the other day,
Oh, yeah.
and we tore some food up.
We need to take you to that. That was good.
They had banana pudding on the buffet.
They had banana pudding, but instead of vanilla wafers, it was graham crackers. And it was so good.
Me and Jake put down some food. We You spent a lot of money on feeding me and Jake.
Then we went.
I spent at least $80 a day feeding you alone. And then when I got all three of you, it's like $280 a day.
We're hitting our growth spurts.
Yeah. So yesterday morning, Crystal texts me and she goes, how's the hunting going? And I'll tell you what type of person I am. Glenn and I hunted. They didn't, because they've already killed their bucks. And they both killed really, really nice bucks. So I had Glenn stop at the gas station yesterday morning and I bought a honey bun. Well, I was sitting in the stand and it was really cold yesterday morning. So I'm like, how can I, oh my gosh, I came up with the best idea ever. I had hand warmers in my hoodie pouch. I took that honey bun and put it in there, and I put a hot hand warmer on each side of it. Boy, about 20 minutes later, that thing was so hot and so nice that when she asked me about hunting, that's all I could tell her was my awesome idea with my hand warmers and the honey bun.
Pro tip.
You were proud,
Look
weren't
at him
you?
washing it down with the Mountain Dew.
How about watch him. How are you gonna clean your mouth right now?
You gotta do it again. Do it again.
You gotta do
It's
it much
still on
more.
there.
You guys, the best thing about coming on a trip like this is the pros in the back are doing all the work. And this is some work. So he's got a planer way out there, and a planer will drag your bait out to the side, and then he's got one about half as far, and now he's putting in a third. So it's long, middle, and short. Woman, I'm trying to give a fishing tutorial back
This is
here.
what I've been stuck on lately, apple juice.
So we're just gonna cruise along at about 0.4 miles an hour. You can see that planer right there, how it's coming out. We're just covering a lot of ground. Instead of being able to cover like a 30-foot section behind the boat, heck, we're probably doing over 150 feet. What's our depth, Jake?
Our depth is 34 feet.
You've wiped your mouth twice and you still haven't even come close to getting it all.
There you go. Reel down, Jake.
That's a good one.
Got him on.
He says that's a good fish. Oh, Jake, don't
Jake,
jerk
don't
off
get,
there.
hold on to his britches.
We got a big one on.
You guys, when you've been fishing all morning and you hear that water running, you'll have to pee immediately. Just to give me. All right, Jake, you got to bring him right down the side of the boat.
Alright.
No, you stand up there. No, you're right, you're right. God, I'm wrong. You go up front and let me stand right here. Crystal's gonna lip him like a bass. Babe, that's you.
You want me to lip him?
Just like a bass.
You gotta do it for YouTube, Crystal.
Do it for the tube. Look, he's handing you sissy grips.
I got
We
it.
don't use grips here.
It's about gloves though. Gloves might be a good idea.
Uh-oh, she's getting ready. She's done taking her coat off. How big do you think he's gonna be, Jake?
I don't know. He's kind of heavy. Pretty heavy.
Ooh, he's bending.
Oh, Glenn, if I go in, come after me.
If he's barely hooked, we'll net him, but if he's hooked good, let her catch him. This fish right here is pulling. He's a lot bigger. No,
What is that?
she's tough.
The board. I'm like, what is that?
I'm like, there's no
Keep
way
going.
that's
Point your rod out
small.
there.
Oh, that's a cat.
Jake, that's the biggest fish ever. Huge, son. Huge. Giant.
Okay, that's not one off.
Point him over that way, Jake. Here, I'll catch him. All right, go ahead and net him. We don't want to break her.
You want to net him?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Pick up, Jake. Jake. Here, I got the rod. Jake, help her pick the fish up. Golly, what a catfish. We got him. Jake, good job, son. He looks the same size as Mr. Glenn's.
That is a big cat.
Good job.
We got 2 PBs.
Nice. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Good man. Good job.
All right, go ahead and get that
Here, you
hook
want to
out.
pick him up?
Look at how big he is.
That's a ginormous fish.
Feel this hook's gonna be harder. Let him roll on his back like that. Now watch. Get your hand in there. Grab it by the end of the hook. No, right there. Yeah, right there. Now pull it.
It's not coming off unless he broke it.
There you go.
All right. Look at that.
There you go.
Good job, my man.
Nice.
You guys,
Good
if you
job.
want to catch giant catfish, you got to come where giant catfish live. Look at that
Which
big
is right
fish.
here.
We're on Wheeler Lake.
Yes, sir.
We got the right crews, the right boat, the right rods. These things, you guys know I fish for all kinds of big
And he
fish.
didn't even get your bait. You
But
can
these are
Yeah.
big cat fever. Who makes these rods?
catch the fever rods, big cat fever.
You guys, these things are nasty. They're tough. They got a lot of flims to the end, so they're real sensitive.
Look at the size of that thing. He is girthy, Jake.
Yeah.
Girthy.
I say we put him in the well.
He's got some girth on him. Golly, he's bigger than you.
Get him in the whale, but
Come on.
woo!
We got
job.
wet.
Give me some knuckles on that one, partner. You did an awesome job on that, man.
Whew.
You're gonna need a bath.
Damn
Hey, I've
shirt
had-
is
We've had grown-ups
slimy.
that fight a fish as good as he did. Perfect.
Look at that slime on his shirt.
Must be that Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that Mountain Dew's got me.
Hey, that slime's gonna stay with you a whole lot longer than the fish.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Even when it's clean, it's gonna smell like that fish. I'm sorry, but that's
This is a limited batch shirt.
I'm just proud to see him in a normal pair of jeans.
You're welcome.
Crystal took him shopping and
nice
got him a belt.
Belt.
good net too.
We got
Right.
the hold on. We got, well, first of all, we got the muck boots, but we got the Everglades Fishing Company socks.
You guys, he's just shouting out all those sponsors. All right, so we ended up calling it. And before we weigh these huge fish, because that is part of the day, we got to weigh them. We need to know whose is bigger, Jake's or Glenn's. We need to tell you a little bit more about Patriot Catfishing and the guys that we're with and what they offer, because it's pretty dang special.
We have a non-profit that we take all veterans fishing on, expense free to them. We pay airfare, lodging, food, the boaters. That's absolutely no cost to the veteran at all. We do 2 major events a year, one second week of October, one second week of April. So we have 2 events right here in Rogersville, Alabama. You can find us at Patriot Catfishing Incorporated, Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube.
We, like I said, we pay for everything. They go home with a rod and reel, tackle. We feed them.
How do they fight? How do they do it? Do they have to go in and fill on like online
They
pamphlet or
just
something?
contact me and I kind of vet them. Or about 80% have come from other nonprofits that we know each other. So they send us people, we send them people. And
Awesome. There you go. If you're a veteran to the United States and you've served in the military, you can come fishing with these guys. Trust me. They know what they're doing. You've already seen in the box. Look right here. Now, if it wasn't deer season and I didn't still have a tag that I paid a lot of money for, we would have filled that box full of giants because we'd have stayed till dark. We knew coming into this that we only had a small window to fish today. We still caught 2 of the biggest catfish I've ever seen caught on rod and reel. But I got to hurry up and leave right here and go back. It's an hour drive to Glenn's house. We got to grab our muzzleloader and then we're going to drive another hour to go deer hunting again. That's why we haven't caught 4 or 5 of these giants. Hold on, let me get it right
Golly, the size of this
here. All
fish.
right, go ahead.
He is 45, right? 44?
44 and a half.
44.
this one's heavier.
This one's heavier, he already says.
Oh yeah, he's 2 pounds heavier.
47 or so?
Yep.
Just below 50 pounds. Dang.
Glenn, get in here. Let's get your picture real quick with your fish. We are covered in fish slime. We need to get these big, beautiful catfish turned loose. We're gonna keep some to eat, but these big breeders, we're turning them loose. Let's send them home. That fish has bit me and you enough.
Come on, big fella.
Look at her. Glenn's like, can somebody help me? It's got me bit.
Thumb off.
Now
You
he's
got
got
it?
my thumb. All right.
Means that I'm chomping.
Oh, they bite.
Got him?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Lord. Tore the hide off of him. See you later, buddy.
This is where you bit.
Yeah, look where he just bit the hide off of his knuckle.
You just bit down.
I don't know, the NL shirt.
And I turned him the wrong way.
Covered.
All right, you guys, those were some giants. Make sure you check out Patriot Catfishing. These guys are the real deal. Huge shout out to Mr. Kevin for serving our country. He's a veteran himself, and these two have teamed up. Mr. Wayne, he owns the boat. I mean, this thing is super nice here, guys. I think we might end up having to own us one. Not that y'all need any more competition on these lakes.
We're ready.
Alright, so I got the floor now. So what we're going to present you with is a brand new Patriot Hellcat.
All right, hold on a second. Who can you specify who you're giving that to?
I'm giving it to you.
Okay. See, he said me, as in not Jake.
No, we've been needing a new catfish rod.
So, I mean, this down to We the People. This was designed by Caleb Page from Catch a Fever Rods. He donates a lot of these rods to us, but this particular rod we bought so we could hand out to people well deserving.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much. And hopefully we get to get you guys a bunch of dudes that really could use a good fishing trip. And I think we'll do some trips ourselves. You'll have to send some of your people and you guys come our way.
Now you're going to be a little jelly. So the rest of the folks that didn't get rods, what we're going to give them, it's a military tradition. We always give a challenge coin. So if you have this challenge coin and I was to say, hey, you got your coin, well, if you pull yours out, I got to buy you a beer. But if you don't have your coin. So it's got our Catch a Fever, it's got the little Patriot Catfishing emblem, and on the back it has all of our nation's Air Force, Army, and Marines.
Look at that. That's pretty neat.
We have 3 of them, but we can come up with another one and we'll get you one.
Listen, these two think what's mine's theirs anyway, so it's not like they're not gonna be able to use the rod.
I let you use my stuff too.
Thank you for coming.
Look how cool that is.
I let you use my rod sometimes.
Buddy, we can probably find another one of them, but one
Feel
per
that
trip.
rod, Jake. I think we'll use that rod snapper fishing.
Here, grab the end of it.
I like it because it's flimsy but strong.
It's
We'll see what this thing will do in the Atlantic Ocean.
Fast tip.
Yeah,
Backbone.
that's a perfect snapper
That is
rod.
so nice. Thank y'all very much.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Look at that. You guys, that's it. We got to roll. We got to head back to Mr. Glenn's and then drive another hour to our tree stand, and we're still gonna cook catfish for dinner. So we'll see y'all back at the house. Make sure you check out all of their information. Has already been on the screen, but I'll also put it in the link below. So one of the things I don't often show you guys is why their tails are missing. When these catfish are still alive, you got to do it when they're alive. We hang them up, take an axe and chop their tail, and they will bleed out pretty much 90% of their blood and make them so much better to eat. Now I'm going to tell you a fun fact. I absolutely hate cleaning catfish. I think they're one of the hardest fish to clean. Some of you guys are going to jump on here and say you're crazy. They're so easy. For me personally, I do not like cleaning a catfish. I do not also have my Danko knives, but I'm going to tell you something. DankoPliers.com. Use promo code BlueGabe at DankoPliers.com. You will get, it's like you're stealing it when you go there and shop. They're so cheap and they make such an awesome knife. I normally have one with me, but on this trip I wasn't planning on fishing, so I didn't bring it. I just completely forgot it. Started right there. I'm gonna come up above its dorsal fin. The thing that gets me about a catfish is right there, that weird bone that they have. And they don't sit right. I just don't like cleaning them. Some people can clean them so easily. Something just seriously fell down in that
There's
closet.
either an animal in there or something just spilled.
The dog
Or
might
there's
be
a
in there.
ghost.
But look how beautiful that fillet is, especially after we cut the blood out. Now I'm gonna do this one a little bit different. See, it's that weird bone right there. Come right here, angle it down. Again, if I had my Danko knife, this would be a lot smoother. Look at that.
Looks beautiful.
One down. We got this big boy here. Now listen, folks, it's deer season. We ain't been doing a ton of filming. I apologize. It's so hard for me and all of us to film deer hunts. We're not professionals when it comes to that, and to be honest with you, deer season is like our time to just get away. Sometimes just put the camera down. We're only human just like you guys. I know a lot of you think that it's super easy to do YouTube. Well, it's not. And sometimes we just got to take a mental break, and that's what we do this time of the year. But don't worry, we got some extremely good videos coming up. Crystal's actually leaving tomorrow. She's gonna drop us off at the airport, and then she's gonna go see her family in Kentucky. Like I said earlier, I'm flying to see my family in Missouri, and then we're gonna rendezvous back in Stewart, and we're gonna go out at Wide Open. We're gonna go to the Bahamas. We're gonna do a lot of fishing in Lake Okeechobee. We're gonna do some bow fishing. We're gonna get back after it Wide Open. You know you got you a good woman when she's out here picking
kookaburras.
God, you guys, I did the dumbest thing the other day. I tried to take a shortcut from my tree stand and walk through some CRP, and it was a great idea at the time until I walked through 9 million of those, and now my pants are stuck together.
These pants are like, they're like Velcro to that stuff.
Yeah, and I need those for Missouri, but we might just have to throw them away and find some new ones. There's too many of them. All right, I'm gonna cook you a nice dinner. Come on, cameraman. Why you always got your mouth closed looking serious? I hate that. So here's what we got, guys. We got some water boiling. We're gonna make some cheese grits, and I'm gonna show you how to do it, because cheese grits are cheap and they taste absolutely amazing. I've got some water, stick of butter, got some grease. We've got all of our catfish nuggets. I just put some Creole and some salt, but most importantly, I put pickle juice on the fillets. That'll get rid of any kind of freshwater muddy taste that catfish could have, and it'll be the best thing you've ever ate.
I was thinking we should fry some of the pickles.
Well, we can. All right, so I've let the catfish sit in the pickle juice for about 15 minutes. You don't need a bunch, it's just vinegar, that's all you're looking for. In here I've got a 50-50 mixture. Just drop the fillets and let them get all attached to this batter. It's just that simple, folks. This is a cheap, easy meal. If you can't go catch your own catfish, just go buy a pound, make this meal. You won't regret it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make the 5-minute grits. Like if you've ever seen my cousin Vinny, even he knew what grits were. The stick of butter doesn't have to be completely melted. And if you want to do it right, you can use a measuring cup. I don't, I just eyeball it. Grits do not take long though, so you got to sit here and watch them, because they go from raw to done really quick. You might have to add a little bit more, or you might have to add a little bit more water. It's all in the consistency. Just sit here and stir it. Let it sit and stir it about once a minute. Now comes the cheese part. You can see how it's bubbling. I've got almost all the water out. I don't even know how many pieces of cheese that is, 7 or 8. It's what Mr. Glenn wanted. I'm not a huge cheese grit fan, but everybody here is. The cool thing about grits is you can add whatever you want. Literally the sky's the limit. You can put bacon and chives, and you can get fancy as you want, or you can get as plain as you want. My mom raised us with just butter grits, butter and salt. You can add cheese and anything else you want. I had somebody comment the other day on something I was cooking. He said, that's not how you do that. Really? You can cook whatever you want, however you want. That's why it's called cooking. Do it how you want to do it. You just sit here and stir it up. Grits stay hot though for a long time, so make sure if you got kids eating them, they've cooled off. Grits will melt your mouth. My grease is at 300, I want it at 350. See that consistency? All the cheese is melted. Now you want to turn the heat completely off. If you don't eat for a while, you can add a little bit of water if the grits get too thick again. That's perfect, smells good. All right, grease is ready. You do not want to overcook catfish. About 3 minutes, no more. But you got to make sure your grease is 350 degrees. We're using peanut oil. Like that. Jake, do you like cheese grits?
Yes, I do. Especially the catfish too. That's
better than just butter grits?
I wouldn't say better, but they're definitely good.
Y'all check this out. Didn't take no time. We fried up all 3 of those catfish. Luckily, I got some big growing boys behind me ready to eat. Crystal's in the shower. Jake's behind the camera. We've had a long day. We started at 4 o'clock this morning to go catfishing and ended it deer hunting. And I had one of the funnest deer hunts I've had in a long time. Didn't get a big buck, but that ain't what it's about. I had a heck of an opportunity and a heck of an experience with some wildlife this evening, folks. That's it. 3 catfish. Y'all check that out. Just because she picked all them huckleberries or whatever you call it.
I was gonna brush my hair.
You were gonna brush it, but you don't need to brush it. Here you go, baby. I told you I'd cook you a nice meal.
Thank you very much.
These are cheese grits. Have you had them?
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like grits, but you got to try those grits.
Thank you. That looks so good. That's really good.
A 10 out of a 10?
10 out of 10.
You guys, do y'all know anybody that talks on the phone more than Glenn?
No.
Let's go disturb him. Hey, Glenn.
Yes, sir.
We've all taken a vote. You talk on the phone more than a woman. Come on, hey, whoever this is, whoever you're talking to, he's got to eat dinner right now on BlueGabe.
All right, this is Austin.
You guys, when you're friends with somebody, you just got to disturb them. Everybody's starving. That's it, you guys. You got to see an actual catch, clean, and cook this time. I haven't done one in a while. We're going to get back to filming very hard very soon. Don't worry. We're going to dump more videos out in December. About mid-November all the way through December. We're going to be wide open. And even Jake, Blue Jake. Did they not have any hairbrushes in the bathroom?
I was going to, but you're lowering them.
All right, you guys, come fix your plate.
All right.
That's it, folks. We'll catch you in the next one.